Welcome to Spurs Vision TV. Good evening to all you guys in Asia. Good afternoon to all you guys in Europe, and of course, good morning to all guys in the North Americas, right? Especially Canada, where Brian Tickle is my good brother. Right. First of all, I'd like to thank Rez for hosting my show, our show, me and Jimmy's show, and Rez, right? Whoever wants to be on, it's their show too. For hosting, co-hosting with Jamie, for me. And our show on Sunday because I had some work commitments and wasn't able to host it myself. Before going any further, let me bring on some guests. You'll like this, guys. Hi guys, how you guys doing?
Hi guys.
Morning.
Yeah.
Morning, evening. Big up to Amzo. Amzo's here too. Thanks, Amzo, for support. All right, guys. Before we go on, we would just like to say some words of condolences to Bobby and his family. Bob Spur, right, in losing his father, and Arthur. Each of you guys, any words that you want to add in? We start Arthur.
Just to say, I think perhaps we can all be thinking of Bobby and his father at the moment, and obviously what's mixed in with it is the death of his dear mother recently. So
that's true.
Poor old Bobby's he's really down with it all, and all our thoughts should be going to him. And perhaps a nice card or a message of condolence we could send. I'll arrange it from this end.
That's good. Thanks.
But just to say, these are very sad times at the moment.
Yeah. And Josh?
Yeah, I mean, goes without saying, doesn't it? It's a tough time. It's a tough time. Everyone has their own issues, but I think for the time being, we can all put those issues aside and just send all of our love to Bobby and his family. It's not nice losing a loved one. We've all been in that position, and it's even gets it crumbles even the strongest of people. So all my love to Bobby, his children, and all of his other family members, respectively. It's if they ever need anything, they know where to find me.
Amen to that.
Johnny.
Yeah, just what the guys have said. Condolences to Bob and his family at this difficult time, and he knows that we're here if he wants to cheering up, or if he wants anyone to listen to him, or spleen. He knows he's got the Spurs family behind him, and as I say, he knows where we are if he wants cheering up or something to tell him to piss off.
Yeah, and hi, Kimber.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. Any words for Bobby? We were just going through.
It's very kind of you, and I'm sure he'll know what he's like. Absolute Spurs fanatic, so he'll be watching all these streams, and you'll help him get through. But I've already given him my regards in private. But thank you guys. Really on his behalf. I know he's not here to say it, but it'll be very much appreciated. And you guys, the Spurs family, the Spurs YouTube family, it's bloody amazing. All of you, and I know a lot of us have got stuff going on.
All of you guys.
A lot of us, and for different reasons. And you've all been so amazing and so dignified and just handled yourselves brilliantly. So I couldn't wish for a group of better people to be like part of the family. Thank you, guys.
We'll give a 1 minute clapping.
Big love. Big up, Bob, and also peace off. I feel like I've said something wrong with the slow clap. Okay.
All right, do 30 seconds. Okay. Yep, for Bobby. Brother, if you need anything, we're all here for you, right? Like what Kim said, we're a Spurs family, right? Very close-knit family that we have here. And I'll get back to Josh. Josh, why don't you go ahead and tell us what you're up to?
I feel absolutely rancid for promoting this now, obviously with what's going on and stuff. But like,
but go ahead. No, it's
it's
okay. No, it's for a good cause. You get what I'm saying?
No, it is.
It's for a good cause, and it's for the kids. The most important thing is the kids.
That's the thing.
Right?
That's the thing, mate. That's the thing. So, for those that are watching that aren't familiar with the situation, my daughter was admitted to hospital on Thursday last week with a very severe case of bronchitis. She didn't react to the initial treatment that she was receiving at our local hospital, so was transferred to a specialist respiratory hospital in central London and was placed on a incubator. So she had a tube down her throat, assisting with her breathing and stuff. And it's been a very, very tough time for me and my partner. Obviously, thoughts going through your head. Even when you get being given the best news, you're always thinking the worst things. At times like this, it's important to have support around you, and that's where the charity Cosmic come into it. Cosmic are a charity that specialise in helping children that are in intensive care, and also helping the families of those children as well with things such as counselling and support, and also accommodation at the hospital if it's too far for them to travel. They also provide hospitals with high-end equipment in the children's ICU ward, and they also provide doctors and nurses with training as well as doing research behind the scenes into illnesses and diseases that can affect a child early on in life, such as Kawasaki disease, meningitis, tuberculosis, just to name a very few. On January the 1st, New Year's Day at 12 p.m, I am doing a 24-hour live stream, not 12 hours, ridiculous, 24-hour live stream in order to raise as much money for Cosmic as I possibly can. There is a Just Giving link floating about. There is also a video on my channel that explains the whole situation as to what they do. We're currently, the target was 500, but I'm thinking about upping that because we are currently sitting at 300 2 days in. So we are almost there for the initial £500 target. But yeah, I mean, any donations to the charity are really well. They're received with nothing but the utmost respect and gratefulness. If you want to donate, you can go by justgiving.com/fundraising/JTTG. Even if it's a couple of quid, even if it's 50 pence, like everything helps. There will be certain events on the live stream that happens. Like there's going to be loads of talking and loads of chats amongst all the other Spurs YouTubers. I'm hosting I'm going to do a long ass quiz. With just loads of other little bits and pieces. Everything. I mean, I haven't really yet thought the plan through yet because it's all happened a bit too quickly. But there will be structure. There will be forfeits that happen along the way as well. Like if we raise £1,000, I'm shaving my head completely bald. It's going to be. It's not just. It's not a case of the razor. It's not a case of the clippers. The razor's coming out as well. I'm going to be picking me head, going pretty bald. And if we get to £2,000, the eyebrows come off as well. So if that's enough initiative for you, get on board.
Yeah. Is it $3,000 for the task, Josh?
Oh, that's coming off today anyway.
Yeah. And of course, Kuva, if you're free, if you want to join us, I'll get Josh to send you the link. Right, Kuva. You're watching. Hi, Jamie. How's church?
Hi, Jamie.
It's okay. It ended quite quickly to the point where they split up a discussion. It was all women, so my wife and her mates having a natter. So, yeah, no, I put I'm a coming, and you guys were just empathizing with Bobby. So I'm sorry if that was an ill-timed comment. But yeah, regards to Bobby and the family. Bobby, be strong as you always have been, and as has been expressed, we're all your extended Spurs family, especially Arthur and Kim, and we'll be there for you. So,
all right, that's all well said. And of course, Josh, if you're listening, if you can throw the links to the private chat, then maybe I'll throw it onto the comment section for you. All right, and whoever's joining can press onto it, and I'll say pick up Josh. I'll do that for you. All right, Kuva's in the chats. Okay, I guess we'll back to the football. Right. How you say this, right? The debacle for Mura. What's going to happen next, right? But before that, let me bring on a guest.
Oh, that's coming
Hi,
up.
Kuva.
Anyway.
Yeah.
How
you doing?
Bavaria, I'm now started drawing up a list for.
Hi, Jamie.
Hello. Are we getting an echo?
I think Kuva, your mic, everything's okay. Do a sound check, Kuva.
You still got the stream on, Kuva, that you were watching.
Yeah, we can hear. We can hear the stream.
Yeah. We can hear ourselves on the stream. And Jamie, can you copy this and put it into the chats? So in the private chats where Josh has put up his the Cosmic fundraising and his YouTube channel for promoting it. Right.
That's the video that I've put out. That's the explaining everything.
Yeah. Kuva, are you still here?
I am here. Yes. I did
okay, now we can get Kuva clear.
Channel. I didn't spot it.
Yeah.
Can't get enough of Spurswasion TV, can I? Big up Josh especially, and big up everybody else. I didn't know about Bob till it was mentioned here, so I'm glad I'm not sort of putting my foot in it, because there's times for the comedy and other times when you've got a spare thought for some people, haven't you? Bob, like I said in a comment, Bob's got an awful lot of love around the channels, though, hasn't he? He's where everybody's behind that fella. Josh, as I said before, I'm with you as much as I can be on that New Year's Day stream.
Yeah, we all be.
I'm going to try for the whole 24.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to try for the whole 24 as well.
I'll be your toilet break man.
Mate, I'll tell you what, I'm not a spring chicken no more. These 24-hour sessions are really difficult to do. You get the 25 and it's like you just transform into a fully grown adult, and it's like, these 24-hour sessions are just not doing it for me no more.
You wait till you're 50, mate.
Plenty of Red Bull, plenty of coffee. On my way.
And look at Arthur. Not 50. Arthur is what called? Yeah. Sorry, Arthur. I got you muted. Go ahead, Arthur. Sorry.
I said that's what you get.
Well, no. Okay, I can't get that.
I'm using that.
Some of us are just hairy.
Okay. Well, that can be a good thing and a bad thing.
Yeah.
But guys, like the topic of the show is right after Mura, what's next? So
are we talking about NS or Lucas?
I think it's NS. I don't care too much about Lucas anymore, right? After what happened on last Thursday, right? And I'll go around the panel, give each you guys say on this. Let's start with Arthur. After Mura, how do you feel now?
Well, as I said before, when Conte just arrived, you've got to give this man time. It's not him, it's the squad he's inherited. And I don't hold much hope for this squad. I really don't. I've said it before, and I'm just underlining the fact that I don't hold much hope for this squad. I see a major rebuild, which is what Poch wanted 3 seasons ago. And nothing's really changed. There's no guts. There's no passion. They seem to take, if there's any pride, they seem to take a pride in not doing well, giving up, even before they've gone for the game. And no, I'm extremely downhearted with the squad, but upbeat about Conte. I think he will sort it, but it's going to take more than 18 months.
Oh dear, more than 18 months. Let's hope we can wait that long. But before we go on to Johnny, I just want a big shout out to the guys in the chats, right? Paul Brown, Emzo. Guys, if you have anything to ask us, right? And of course, big up to Ankit. Ankit's a Chelsea fan, but he's a good guy, right? Always supporting me. Been on his shows once or two. I've not been on his show yet. Ankit, I have not been on your show yet, right? But Johnny, after Mura.
It was very Groundhog Day, wasn't it? I found it difficult to get angry. It was the same bunch of players playing the way they always play, letting you down. I didn't expect anything from that group of players, and it was good that Conte got to see it firsthand, and they didn't mask it by putting in a good performance. And then Conte finding out he can't rely on them down the line, you know. So I found it difficult. I couldn't get angry about it. It was just average players playing average, wasn't it? Really, we've seen it all before so many times with the B team in European games. They, rather than see it as an opportunity to impress the manager and get into the first team, they strop, and they've got no motivation to change the manager's mind, have they? And which is ultimately why they've got to go. Mm-hmm. They haven't got a winning mentality.
And we'd all predicted, apart from Rez, I think. No, actually, no. There was only one of our panel before the match that predicted that a mixed team wouldn't be a good thing. So we should have gone with a strong team, irrespective. With hindsight,
and guys, don't forget Johnny's a coach too.
I don't mention it as much as Stell, though. So I'm on the down low. Yeah. My results speak for themselves. I don't need to go shouting from the rooftops like Stell. Hello, Stell.
Hello, Stell is always listening, guys. You know, he's always somewhere hiding in the background, and he'll come
chewing his chocolates and drinking tea somewhere, or eating McDonald's.
You're awful. You're the worst kind of coach. I love you, Stell.
Yeah. And Josh, after the Mura game,
what can we expect? After the Mura game, I think until the end of January, mate, it's going to be nothing but heartache and disappointment every week.
Yeah, okay.
I just wanted to obviously to touch on the whole Conte thing, and I'm going to throw a bit of a curveball and a bit of a sidetrack out there as well. There was a question that was asked on a very, there was a question that was asked on another Tottenham YouTube page yesterday, and it really wound me up, and that was, has Conte bitten off more than he could chew with the Tottenham job? Is the job too big for Conte? Right? He's got an 18-month contract. This job is bigger than an 18-month rebuild. This is going to take at least 2 or 3 seasons to get us to a point where we can genuinely contend. Is it a big job? Absolutely. Is it too big for Conte? Absolutely not.
No. He's absolutely the right man for the job.
Yeah, Conte is the only man for the job. And if we don't do anything under Conte, if Conte walks or we sack Conte, fingers crossed that we don't, touch wood, it never happens.
Mm-hmm.
Then
that's true.
For the next 20, 30 years, we're not going to do nothing. We're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
That's the be all and end all of the situation.
Oh, that's I think a lot of Spurs fans are, if you know. Yeah, go ahead, Arthur.
I was just going to add to that. I totally agree with what Josh has said. It buttonholes nicely in with my feelings, as you're well aware. But the other thing we've got to look at is Poch didn't get a rebuild and got the sack. Now here we are, 3 seasons on. We've got to rebuild now. It's going to cost us more. It's already cost us more for another manager. So where is Levy a good businessman?
Yeah, exactly.
I throw that question out to you all.
Well, maybe this is his undoing. Maybe this is how it pans out. He I don't know whether we can sort of coin the Daigle idea of crying wolf, but I think that he sort of did piecemeal with several managers up to Poch. Now he's actually got to put his money where his mouth is. Otherwise, as we've often mentioned, the 3 scenarios that can happen, either regards Conte staying or leaving, will leave 2 of them with, all kinds of mess all over Levy. And finally, hopefully the board will realise that Levy is a liability and not an asset.
Yeah, after 21 years. Okay, that's a good one.
I'm going to be the one here to disagree with that comment. I think in terms of the footballing perspective, yes, he is a liability. The guy doesn't know how to run a football club. However, from a business perspective, outside of the football, so the backroom stuff, such as the finances, the advertising, the everything else that comes in between, like even as far as the hospitality side of things, the guy knows how to make a profit.
Yeah,
Okay,
He knows how to make money.
maybe they can realize. Maybe they can realize that now they have to just
But
focus
guys,
on his strengths.
we're running out of topic at the moment, right? We're not talking about Levy and whether he's going to spend money or not.
No, but this is the point. It's the snake's head of the matter. It's the snake.
We'll come back to that. Yeah, we just talk about Mura first. Let's get to Kuva, because if we continue like Kuva won't have to say. Kuva, go ahead.
Well, I think when Josh was saying about it was winding him up about as Conte bitten off more than he can chew. I think the key bit to that question should be, has he bitten off more than he can chew to fix in 18 months? Because that's his contract to start with. That becomes an actual question then. If he's given longer, of course he'll fix it. He's a great manager. We know that.
He needs to be backed.
Yeah, are we going to be able to reshape this entire squad in that short amount of time, though? That's the big question. That's why January is so huge.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But personally, my feeling is I wasn't worried about Mura, because we already knew our second string players are useless, so it wasn't even a big surprise when we lost, to be honest. Sad as that is, I mean, a lot of us were saying the same thing, weren't we? The thing that gives me hope is that sort of perceived first 11 that we all think about. I think Conte's got a pretty good idea what it is now, and it is a team capable of beating most teams in the league. We're going to lose against the big guns, Chelsea, Liverpool, City. We'll struggle with, although we seem to be their bogey team, so you never know. But otherwise, that January transfer window, we're talking about looking at stellar names, and it's not going to need stellar names, in my opinion. We just need some decent, average players that can trap a football, good technical ability, can pass the football and create chances. You get teams like Brighton, they've got a midfield of people that most people haven't heard of, but they play lovely football. They create chances. The only thing letting them down is their forwards are just not as high a quality as some of the other teams around them. But we could be on the right path on just one transfer window. Where it's going to fall down is when those key first 11 capable players pick up injuries. Romero's already one. If we start losing too many of them and we start relying on those second string again, we can forget anything. But I think there's cause for optimism, and I think there's cause for optimism fairly soon, depending on January. It's that big question. It's just January, isn't it? That's what we do after Mura. We hang tight and see what happens.
The online, they're saying we're going to have a busy-ish January window, which
in both
hopefully
in both aspects of the word. I can genuinely see the first week of the window, we're going to bring in those players that we need. If he gets the backing that he thoroughly deserves, we need to get rid of the dead weight fairly early on to get more money to make more transfers.
Yeah.
Getting rid of the dead weight is more important than bringing in the new names, really.
Just on that subject, what do you guys think of Dele Alli's statement earlier on today that he wants to stay at Spurs and wants to fight for his place?
Well, he needs to back his ideas up then, I think.
I'll give you my view on that, Josh.
Yeah. Before we come to that first, we just let me read out a few chats. A few comments in the chats. Right, a few chats. Right. Paul Brown says, fully believe in Conte. He can do it. Question is whether he sticks around and get back, etc. Current toxicity, motivation, desire, etc. It's extremely worrying, right? And of course, we get from Chris Agamba. Chris, big up to Chris. Yeah, he can't join us today. And of course, we got Wayne Bonner. Big up Wayne. It's always a big support to all the channels. Yeah, Wayne. Wayne says January will depend on whether Levy will finally spend money on quality players and kick the deadwood out. All right. And of course, getting off the deadwood even. It's on. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's got to be
All right.
priority
Back-
one.
Yeah. And of course, I have to say this. Brian is in the chats too. Hi, Brian. Good morning to you. Right. My thoughts and prayers. Yes, brother Bob Spur and his family. All right. Bob the Spur family. Okay. Bob Spur family. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm reading this a bit weirdly. Are with you and everything and anything. Right. I'm always only one step behind you. Love you, brother. Right. Big up, Brian. It's early in the mornings. Brian today's got his date planned out for him. Right. And of course, from Josh, what you said about Ali's statement, right? Haven't we heard that before?
Yeah, we have. That's the thing.
Yeah.
No,
Groundhog
haven't you heard
Day
it? We
again.
heard it from Wings. We heard it from not only Ali. No, it's a repetition of, I don't know. Is it all PR and all that? Right.
Yeah.
But before we go to that, right? Let's get Kim's feelings on the Mura game and what's next after that. How would you, how Kim? Go ahead.
Me, well, I'm no different to any of the rest of you guys. You know, it was embarrassing, it was pathetic, spineless. I don't wholly blame Cess. He was a bit stupid, and it was like a rush of blood to the head. But ultimately, really, really bloody stupid, and ultimately cost us the game, really. But our problems reach far beyond his stupidity. There was a lot of disinterested, half-assed performances out there on the pitch, not least of which our friend Ali. And Ali really hurts me. As like Dad, I used to love him so much. I did. I loved that precocious, bratish talent that he was for 2 or 3 seasons. But it's all gone now, and I don't know. I just think the whole squad needs eviscerating, really, and Conte is absolutely the man to do it. Did any guys catch the post-match press conference with Conte?
Yeah, he basically said the team's not good enough.
Some really good stuff in there. And also the Ali Gold, the most recent Ali Gold video. Has anyone watched that?
Yeah, that's good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought that was a very good snapshot of Conte, I think. And there was a couple of really stirring things he said recently, and I still think he is absolutely the man for the job. But it's once again, I hate to keep repeating myself, but it's all eyes on Levy, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, one thing, Jamie, stop playing with your green screen.
I'm trying.
And then my next question: why are you wearing red?
Because it's December the 1st. The Philippines start celebrating Christmas, so I put it on in church service as an indicator for the start of the Christmas month. And yellow tends to turn me into the Invisible Man when I wear it on the green screen.
Stop playing with the green screen, Jamie. Okay, you're freaking the viewers out.
There's a hidden agenda. This is Jamie's way of trying to, turn his loyalty to another club.
No way. I can't swear like I would want to, but no.
Okay, guys. All right, this is my theory. Oh, look
coming
at
off.
And now it's Jamie's most scarier.
He's one of our own. He's one of our own. Jamie Pretty. He's one of our own.
Okay, guys.
My whole body disappears.
Yeah.
That's okay. We like your head.
Wow.
Go and get another t-shirt on then. Go and put another t-shirt on.
The Invisible Man, it really is.
Yeah. Now, my theory is, you know what? I'm from Southeast Asia. When matches like this happen, right, I've got a deeper thinking to it. It was fixed. You know why?
A green screen as well.
Yeah, it's fixed. You know why? My theory is like this. Levy needs cash. The only way he's going to get cash to buy players for Conte, he has to fix all the matches down the road now. The matches you watch, guys, if you follow this trend, right? If the matches we expected to win, we lose, right? And the matches we expected to lose or draw, we win, right? Then you know something's wrong. Something really is wrong.
So Daniel Levy's an evil genius betting on the opposition, is he? Like
Yeah. For all you know, he's raked in maybe a 50 million pounds already. Yeah. For all you know. Yeah. And that's one player for Conte.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's one player for Conte. So he gets another 5-6 matches. Yeah.
Perhaps it's UEFA rigging the competition to make it look
yeah.
like it's more serious than it actually is.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
That's a good one. That's a good one, Coover.
Yeah,
you know, that's great.
that.
Yeah.
Conspiracy
Think about
theory.
it, right? Come on, think about it.
There it
Mura
is.
is ranked 341 spot, right? We are ranked what? 13, 14 in the UEFA coefficient ranking.
The motive still disappears.
Yeah, imagine the amount of odds giving on it. So, but I don't know. For us Asian betting, that was like crazy. I need to check on some things later and let you guys know, right? But that's a weird thing. Losing to such a team. My feeling was that, right? Come on. It shouldn't happen. Seriously. Right. How can
but we've seen it before,
how can no? And it could be a blessing in disguise. It could be a blessing in disguise because Conte now really knows what level of players we have. That's it, right? That's and Josh, he did come out in the interview and say that he doesn't think that we are at a very high level, right?
Look, we're not. It's not. It's not a case of he thinks. It's a case of he knows we're not a high enough level.
Now he knows. Now he knows.
I think a lot in the top and hierarchy have been happy to sit on their laurels and not do anything about it, really. So I'm so glad he's spelling it out, even though it's painfully obvious for us all. We've been saying it for ages, but sometimes.
I'll tell you what the most annoying thing is, right? When the lineup come out for Mura, I was happy with the lineup.
Yeah,
I was happy with the lineup.
So was I. I was like, okay, there's something to look forward to. Yeah.
Gentlemen, we are shit. End of.
It's past 15 minutes.
Utter, hold on. We are not shit. The players are shit.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
A good percentage of the
associate myself from the players.
Yeah. I don't want to be associated with that group, right?
Gentlemen. I mean, Kuba and Jamie, I know how innocent you both are, and you don't need to be hearing language like that. Not you, Josh.
I'm not innocent. No, I promise you. When I was at school, I was the potty mouth because I was a small kid, and if the kids pushed me enough, I'd turn the air blue, which they thought was extremely funny. So I promise you, there's the whole dictionary of every word you can think of inside my head. I just have to stop it coming past this bit of my body.
It's funny. It's something you learn as a Spurs fan.
No, I learned it earlier. No. I didn't learn it earlier. I'm in a Spurs family, so yeah, I suppose you're right.
I'll tell you another thing. Another conspiracy theory. You know how we've all been talking about Spurs and how shit we are recently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think of this £250 million naming rights rumor that's going about that we're settling it?
There's talks. We are talks up to 400.
No, who's buying it?
No one knows. Apparently, we're on the verge of a deal, which could be a real boost to us. So, and that was on.
Yeah, but do you not find it slightly ironic how this has come out after all we've done is slate Tottenham for the past 2 weeks?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No.
You're dead right, Josh.
That's what they do all the time, right? Come on.
Bob Spurs in the chat.
Bobby.
Every time.
Can someone read this for me?
Yeah, I'll do it. Absolutely honoured to be part of this unique Spurs family. The love and well wishes is truly humbling. My parents must have done something right by raising me to be deserving of such a community.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby.
You're a bastard, but...
Love to you all and a heartfelt piss off.
Piss off,
Bobby. Next one. Take care, Bobby. Right, we're here for you. Right. No, sorry. The naming rights issue. Right. This naming rights issue, right, was already out there even before the stadium was built. And it's what 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th year. We have not been paid. And okay, the 4th year that been this naming rights issue that we've been talking about, right? If he has done his job properly, right, we would have had this naming rights thing, right, there before even the stadium was open. Okay, should be settled by then. And
I'll tell you what the funny thing is, right? Like if you look at, I said this before, and I'll keep repeating this because it is still a valid point to this very day. If you look at all the other stadiums that have been built recently, right, that have got names, that have got sponsorship names, those names have been decided before the stadium opened, right?
Yeah.
Manchester City, Etihad Arena, 2008, that was opened up. Arsenal, Emirates Stadium. Brentford Community Stadium, that's been sponsored by the local community, right? even the lower league teams have got stadiums that have sponsors. Leyton Orient, the Brea Group Foundation Stadium. If they can do it, why are we struggling?
I'll tell you why. What I strongly suspect. I think it's greed. I think probably there have
100%.
been
he wants more money.
multiple offers, and Levy's gone, no, want more, and I suspect maybe if he is coming round to one, he's probably thinking, oh well, I will accept that one now just to take some heat off. That's what I guess.
The article in One Football with the football fan cast came today at 4:40 a.m. According to Lily White's insider John Wenham, who was speaking to Football Insider, the North Londoners are holding out for a mega deal over their stadium name rights, which could earn them in excess of 400 million and would certainly be a major financial boost to the club. Spurs are yet to find a sponsor since opening the ground in April 2019, and they recently posted a pre-tax loss of 80.2 million. They say we're holding out for a super deal of something like 20 million over 20 years. Wenham revealed
20 million over 20 years. What are you going to be put in?
As
20
in like
years?
20 million a year. Over 20 million a year.
For 20 years, you lock yourself down for 20 years like that, right? But the next 20 years come around, right? Your naming rights will be £1 billion. All right, sorry about that. Arthur, you wanted to say something. I cut you off just now.
I was just going to say, how long has this been going on? On, off. And every time Levy comes under the spotlight, out comes this card. It does. You go back over the history of it. Every bloody time someone's pointing a finger at him, he comes up with the naming rights and something else.
Yeah. And Levy, if you're watching this night right now, right? If you sign that deal, right, you're a fucking idiot. You know why? You tie yourself for 20 years for £20 million a year, right? The next 5 years, right, we could be getting £1 billion a year or something like that. Don't tie yourself down for 20 years, stupid idiot.
I know he could tie himself down, but it wouldn't be related to the same story.
No, if you sign that contract,
Eugene, breathe. I am talking about him just physically being tied down for 20 years. Nothing to do with money, just the fact we could tie him up for 20 years so he can't do more damage to the club.
Sorry, Jamie. No, I know we are not into BDSM, so we're not going to tie anybody up, all right? Okay.
I'm trying to pull you back from doing a full Daigle.
Okay.
The only two companies that come to mind when you say the next 20 years, the only two companies that come to mind that could potentially do that are Amazon and Tesla. They are the only two
NFL
companies.
Yeah. And actually, in the last couple of weeks, there was some kind of fan mock-up of a next year's Spurs jersey with a Tesla sponsor. So, I wouldn't say no.
No, you don't tie for sponsorships. You don't tie yourself for long term. The logic, if you tie yourself for long term, right, you get locked down at a single price that you can't get out of or get more out of it when your brand becomes bigger. That's it. I mean, if you think
brand like Amazon or Tesla will keep getting bigger.
I did see an article about the naming rights that Levy wasn't that bothered unless he got his full asking price, because he could promote the name Tottenham Hotspur to the NFL and the Lady Gaga events, because people would. It was a good brand. Get the brand out there, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Yeah, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, to the NFL and stuff. It's good exposure to the American market, isn't it, for the name?
No, Lady Gaga has just been postponed.
That's it?
Yep.
I bet he's livid.
I would be as well. But I'll be livid at the fact that Levy's fucked it up yet again.
He's going to fuck up a lot of things, right? Guys, to tell the truth.
Jason, I thought Lady Gaga lived at your house, otherwise known as Winter.
Oh, where's Eugene?
I don't know.
He's a big Lady Gaga fan. He's livid.
Winter is the Lady Gaga of the Josh house.
Oh yeah, she is.
That's
the one.
I just want to make an announcement, guys.
Go ahead.
Shere Khan, the Howard Tiger, has just entered the building.
Okay. The cat.
Kim's been chasing him around trying to dry him. He's been in the rain.
All right. Got the wrong thing on.
Maybe
if you hear the crunching sounds, it's him.
Is he allowed on the couch, Arthur, or not? Are you the one kicking him off the couch while Kim is
Doesn't
trying to put him on
doesn't
the
lay
couch?
on the
No,
couch.
no, he's not allowed.
Maybe you can do the Pink Panther car wash thing. You know, when he goes through the car wash and like. There's a big ball of fur floating around the room.
Well, we had one of our. You can see.
Oh, he's a big cat.
Where is he?
Oh, that's a big cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we had one of our staff members. She said, "Oh, he's not so big." And then he unfurled himself from nose to tail. He's 3 feet, and his tail's a foot long.
Blimey.
Bloody hell.
God.
So when
That's
he stands up, he's up here.
Well, this is the catch show. This is the Spurs
He
show.
supports Spurs.
He does support. He is a Spurs cat. Definitely.
A Spurs cat. That's a good one. Yeah.
It'll be big enough to wear a Spurs jersey.
Listen,
But guys, right. Go ahead, Arthur.
No, I was just going to say what he wants, he gets.
Okay.
Sausages.
Right. Oh, don't talk sausages.
Coming back to Spurs.
Yeah, coming back to
Two
Spurs.
games this week, and I don't hope for any of them.
Any of you guys going for the match?
Nope.
Anyone?
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'm there.
Okay, you're there. All right.
Josh, you won't be going. The next game I'm going to is West Ham. I've got the ticket, but I'm debating whether I want to go.
I'm there tomorrow night, and I'm again Sunday because I'm a season ticket holder.
They're always the good ones, though, Josh. When you think, oh, I don't know if I can be bothered to go, and you end up begrudgingly going, and then we dick West Ham 5-0 or something. So come on, fingers crossed.
Yeah, but are you really holding out for that kind of result?
It could happen, couldn't it?
Johnny, a true story here, just to go on a little bit of a tangent. So quite a few years ago, Dad goes with his friend. There's a pair of them that got season tickets together, and I used to get to go to matches when one of them for free. When one of them couldn't make it, they'd give me the season ticket, and I'd go and watch a match. Anyway, this one day that I was supposed to go, it was a Sunday game. The weather was bloody crap. It was raining, and I just thought, oh, do you know what? You know, it would mess my hair up and whatnot. And I said, do you know what? Actually, I'm not going to go. And my brother went in my stead. That was the day that we scored. We won 9-1 against Wigan. The biggest score. I could have gone to see that bloody game, and I turned it down because it was a bit windy and rainy, and I missed out.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I'm the polar opposite. I just don't want to go because we're fucking shit.
That's true too. That's true too. Now with that, right?
My mate Ali had it when we played Chelsea a few years ago, and we beat them 5-2. My mate Ali had a ticket, and he woke up with a hangover. He's like, "Oh, I can't be bothered to go. We're not, we get thrashed by Chelsea all the time. I can't be fucking bothered." So my brother got his ticket at the last minute, and we obviously done them 5-2, didn't we? He's regretted it ever since. Just little incidents like that, Josh, that keep you just hoping that West Ham game.
Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna be happy about it.
Yeah.
I'll begrudgingly go and support my team.
Yeah, but you're going to West Ham, so you won't be happy about it anyway. I mean, no matter how good they are, it's still
we're playing
West Ham.
home, right?
Yeah.
We're playing home.
Home,
Okay, guys, don't look too far away. Let's go to this coming match, right? We're home against Brentford.
We are tomorrow night.
Right.
Are we on Wednesday? Yeah, tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're home against Brentford. After what happened in Mura, what do you guys think the lineup will be this time? Right?
As strong as possible for fear of revolt.
But the problem is that we don't even have a strong team. So let's
as
see
said
how
as
strong
possible. As possible.
As possible. Okay. Let's get to Arthur.
I'm praying for a win, but I'm scared because I've seen Brentford in action and they're a damn good side. So if we do our usual thing and fold under pressure, which I believe we will, then we'll lose. And I hate saying this, I really do. I'm sitting here sawing my wrist doing it. But
you'll make a mess on the carpet.
Yeah, sure. Well, we haven't got one. It's all wooden floor.
Okay, well, you'll be providing protein for your cat.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and that's my feeling.
Okay, and Johnny, as being a coach, you've seen us being that bad, right? Recently, who do you think the possible lineup will be?
Well,
I'm sure. I guess Lloris will be there, right? That's the first one.
It was quite telling, wasn't it? That the Burnley lineup was announced before the game got postponed, and he kept faith with Sanchez, and he's pretty much the team that we'd all pick, bar Sanchez on the right of that, the three centre backs. So I can't see him going too far away from that. Sanchez, Dyer, and Ben Davies at the back, the usual suspects. The rest of the team, to be honest. So I think the team pretty much picks itself, unless he switches out Sanchez for Tanganga, maybe. I don't know. But as I say, he kind of tipped his hand a little bit with the Burnley selection when he put that out, didn't he? To show that he'd kept faith with Sanchez. God only knows why. Everyone will know my feelings on Sanchez. He's a liability. As the Mura game perfectly demonstrated, he's at fault for both goals, wasn't he? And our chum Ben Davies falling over on the halfway line to contribute to the breakaway in the first place.
And don't forget, Johnny loves Ben Davies.
Yeah, Eugene. Yesterday, right? When I went to Tottenham recently, they were in their bargain bin. They had the DVD of the last season at the Lane, 2016-17 season. So I was watching that yesterday, right? We were obviously chasing down Chelsea for the league. On the DVD, it got to a crucial point at the end of the season, which I completely forgot about. When we played West Ham, we lost 1-0 to West Ham. Bonus point for who can guess on the panel here, whose individual error led to the goal which West Ham scored, and that basically effectively ended our title charge.
Ben Davies.
Any guesses? Ben Davies, yeah.
I don't guess. I know.
That was long before Lasagna Gate, wasn't it?
That's long before, yeah.
No, it's long after the Lasagna Gate.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Lasagna Gate was long before that.
Yeah.
That was the
Josh?
year before Redknapp finally got us there. I think the West Ham Lasagna Gate and all that.
Are you saying that the Spurs fans should be aware of anything cheesy? So whether it be lasagna or World Rarebit?
Well, they want to stay away from this channel then.
Yeah.
Let's see what Paul Brown says. Do not tell Levy to piss off a frequent viewers of this channel, so he'll take it as an affectionate term and have his affection towards it. Huh? Okay.
All right, how about this? Levy, fuck off.
No, but thing is, with us, we say the former phrase in a more polite, in a soft way. So maybe if we say the F-bomb, then basically that's a even stronger affirmation of our love for one another.
We can assure Daniel that that's not a form of.
I've just had a message from Levy. Thank you, JTT.
But Josh, I know you don't actually rate or have any confidence in the squad that we have, right? How do you feel? I mean, playing Brentford, and we know what Brentford can actually do if they turn up on a day.
We're gonna lose, mate.
Lose.
No, it's another London derby, mate. We haven't won a London derby.
We keep forgetting it. Oh, we have not won a London derby, right?
We haven't won one since the beginning of the season.
We lost at home to Chelsea. We lost away to Arsenal. Then we lost away to
Palace.
West Ham,
and
then
Palace.
We lost away to Palace. My gosh!
I think
Cover's got something to say. I can just see it.
Yeah, go ahead, Cover. Take it over.
Monster Munch.
Soon as you brought up the Palace game, I just thought, is that actually more shocking than the Mura game? It was for me in a lot of ways.
Watford's not London. Watford is Hertfordshire.
That's right.
It's on the London Underground, technically.
Yeah, but it's a zone 9.
Joined up yet.
Zone 1 to 6, mate. Zone 1 to 6.
All right. Sorry, Cover. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't so desperate to say something, Josh. It was just a continuation. I mean, I agreed with everything Johnny said, really. It was a giveaway what the team's likely to be by seeing that team sheet for Burnley. The only question mark I'd have as well is it going to be Sanchez at the back, or is it going to be Tanganga? Personally, I'd like to see Tanganga just given a run, regardless of if he's struggling or not, just so he gets the experience, because he's going to be here long term as a youngster to start with, and then learning from the players we bring in. But Sanchez, I think, is finished. He's just not going to cut it. He's been out here too long failing. He can't lead in any way whatsoever. As soon as the pressure's on him, he goes to pieces.
I did like Cody Mack put that picture of him potentially play on the snow and his legs going all over the place. And literally all the comments were like, that's what he's like most of the time, let alone when it's snowing and icy.
Yeah, I made the comment on another channel. Hopefully, we at Burnley we could have at least had the chance to leave him in the car park to find his way back into the wild. But after 2 weeks of watching him skate in the car park, you'd feel sorry for him and have to bring him on the coach again.
Being Colombian, he'd feel quite at home with all that snow, though, wouldn't he?
The special coffee, you mean?
Yeah.
Coffee, yes.
Is Rodon such a bad option that he can't get in ahead of a hapless player, mistake-ridden player?
Well, he got hauled off, didn't he, after about 55 minutes against Mura? So that shows what Conte thinks of Joe Rodon, unfortunately.
I just don't see anything in Rodon either. He's bang average.
Bang average, but maybe slightly more dependable.
Better than Sanchez, who's bang unaverage.
I don't know. I mean, who was it against? I think it was against Mura. That after their first goal, they had another shot from just outside the area that only just whistled past the post. And I looked at Rodon there; he was right in front of it, and he's turning his back on the shot. I mean, that's a central defender. No way. They're scared of the ball. I mean, just get rid. He's not good enough.
Scared of the ball guys for 90% of their players.
What I don't understand is how some of these players can perform brilliantly at international level, yet they come back to club level and they're just shocking. Absolutely shocking. As well. Ben Davis and Joe Rodon played centre back and left back respectively for Wales. Performed absolutely fantastically. Matt Doherty plays as a right wing back. He plays a right wing back for Ireland. Plays absolutely amazingly. Kane bagged 7 goals in 2 games. Plays absolutely amazingly. Comes back to club level. Can't score or save his life.
That's
true.
And then can't score, won't score.
Yeah, also even players like Ndombele.
Even Bergwijn.
Sorry, go on, Josh.
Even Bergwijn scores and gets an assist. Doesn't get selected.
I think there's a rumor out there. There's something in the water in Spurs. You see, so I think if you stop drinking for 2 days, right? Yeah, you stop Levy's pissing in the water. Oh no!
I don't think the crowd's going to be that positive against Brentford tomorrow night either. After the Mura debacle, I think it won't take a few misplaced passes, and then the crowd will be straight on the players again, which is not.
Yes, I think the anger's worn off, and it's more starting from a sort of depressed sort of feeling, isn't it?
Which
but
is
guys,
the feeling you get on here.
But guys, I think the weather will play a big part into it. Don't you think
it's going to be fucking freezing.
Yeah, one thing is freezing. Yeah, and if it rains or it snows, it's not going to be good for I don't know what's going to happen there. And usually I see Spurs don't play that well in that kind of conditions. I don't know.
Maybe they can play in Manila. 28 degrees at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Eugene, they don't play well in any conditions.
I think it's safe to say Reguilon and Royale will have their gloves on tomorrow, won't they?
And the rest will have long johns underneath their shorts, mate.
Yeah. No, anything to keep themselves warm, right? They have to do that, right? But I mean, among us, a lot of us feel that, to tell the truth, like what Arthur said earlier, you have to be a bit fearful for Brentford if they do turn up. But in the past 4 matches, they haven't been doing too well. So there's a slight hope that we can beat them, right? But beat them handsomely or something like that, I don't think so. But maybe we can just scrape through 2-1 or something like that. What do you think, guys?
I can go on that. I think if we've got a fully fit squad, we're not missing some more players than we've got enough to beat Brentford. It looks like teams are finding them out now, and their squad is going to be paper thin due to lack of experience. They've got a lot of talented youngsters doing exceptionally well for themselves, but they're just going through a little bit of a hard patch now where I think we can take advantage of that. Even despite all our own problems, our first 11 is good enough to give the likes of them a beating. I mean, it might not be a big beating, but I'll take 2-1 at the moment.
Yeah. Josh, do you think that'll happen?
No, I reckon it's got. If we're going to get anything out of it, it'll be a point. It's going to be 0-0 written all over it.
0-0. All right. And Johnny.
Yeah, something to look forward to, a 0-0, Josh, when you're getting home at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, freezing cold. Yeah, after sitting for a 0-0. You can see it happening, can't you?
Well, I mean, it could be worse. It could be those guys from America traveling 31 hours to Burnley for the game to get called off.
Oh yeah.
I think they got a free meat pie, and Harry's going to invite them to a game. Whether
He might in London, providing that Harry Kane's still at Spurs at the time.
He might withdraw that request, though, Jamie, because there was a load of tweets going around where the guys slagged him off, and so they should sell him and get rid of him and build the team around Sonny. So if Harry's seen that, he might withdraw his invitation.
I'll make him right, though. I'll make him right. Sell Harry Kane. He should have gone in the summer.
You didn't get the price he wants, so Harry Kane's still here. So
that's not my problem.
Oh, that's the problem, right? That's the problem, right? And Kim, what do you think? Do you think we have a chance?
I was called off some technical support in the other room, so I missed the question.
No, do you think we'll be able to beat Brentford?
No. I think they're far superior in their work rate and their team ethic, and we really like that. We really, it's improving. It will improve under Conte, but I think there's a lot of work to be done till we're actually able to match that level of effort, really. So yeah, I doubt very much we will beat them. I'm sorry to be the harbinger of negativity.
I don't know, effort-wise, I think we can match them. Højbjerg and
effort-wise,
give effort, aren't they? Yeah, and Ben Davies.
Højbjerg is give you effort.
Average.
He's bang average.
It's going to give you effort, though, only Josh. If
he's still bang average.
But we've got 10 other players. Well, not necessarily 10, but we've got a whole bunch of other players that need to be. Brentford do it across the entire team, and I think we've got a few passengers, unfortunately.
Did you guys watch Brentford versus Chelsea at Brentford?
No, I missed that one.
They were very unlucky not to win.
Yeah, I know.
Extremely unlucky. They turned up against Chelsea, who are currently, I think Chelsea are league leaders, isn't they?
Yeah.
They turned up.
Yeah, but they've been a unit to get promoted and whatnot. So often that happens with a team that gets promoted. One team that gets promoted seems to be carrying their form over for what got them to win the championship. So whereas we've sort of fallen into this lazy entitled mode and think that it's just going to be handed to us on a plate.
Well, that's what we always do. That's what we always do, like the Mura match, right? And Arthur, confident? You're going for the match, right?
I'm going for it. I should be there, and I should be there again Sunday against Norwich. I'm expecting us to lose. We only narrowly, and I mean narrowly, after the team had a giant kick in the rear end, beat Leeds, which are a similar-ish type of team. I don't think we'll get any points. We might be lucky and going to draw, as Josh said, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not expecting anything good from us. Put it that way.
I'd love to be proved wrong.
I'd love to be proved wrong. Yeah, I really would. The only thing I'm going to enjoy tomorrow and again Sunday is a nice meal before the game.
That's a good one. Right, and just read out what Paul Brown says. Right, bring back Robbie Keane. And
bring back Robbie Keane in charge of offensive coaching. Doherty, Davis, Roden, Stevie B, Gio, etc., all play well for prospective countries. Coaching confidence, consistency.
I think that should be respective countries. Otherwise, they're waiting to be given a passport. It's prospective countries.
And what Chris Ramos says, Brentford will fight till the last whistle.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
That's the problem. That's the issue we have. We don't.
Yeah.
We're surrender monkeys.
That's true.
Okay, that's going to become a new phrase in the blog. Surrender monkeys. Surrender monkeys.
And Bob Spurs says that the extra training may help, but we still have some average players. However, it's time our world-class players and we'll have some wake up and start showing they want to be part of Conte's plan. Right?
You're not Dele Alli.
True too. Oh, let's get back to Dele Alli, right? Yeah.
I have a question on that one before you do.
Yep.
Do you really think, from what you've seen and what's been going on recently, that will wake up and play that way, as Bob has suggested?
Absolutely not.
I don't think so. I think, as I said, they are surrender monkeys, and a bit of pressure and they'll collapse.
That's true. But Conte had about a week with them, right? Maybe during the harsh weather and all that, Conte make them do military training, running around the field and all that. Right? And those of you who fall sick don't get to play. Those of you who can't play don't play. Then he'll play those who can play. But like I said, like what you guys been saying, right? Most probably he'll put out the same team that he put out against Burnley. But after what happened, we didn't play the Burnley game. We still do not know what kind of team that he'll put out on Thursday. Let's see whether there'll be any changes at all. Of course, he'll bring back Emerson and Reguilon, right? If I'm not mistaken, for the Mura game. Yeah, he'll bring those two back. And Skippy is back, right? So we don't have to worry about whether Wings is going to play or Ali is going to play in that position. So at least he will get back more or less of the core of the players that he started with. And of course, we're going to be a bit skeptical with Sanchez there, right? And if the ground is wet and slippery, imagine him being able to stand up for more than 5 minutes, not slipping all over the place, right? And of course, like what Johnny says, right? Yeah, we believe in Ben Davis. Thank God we have him. Oh dear.
Credit where he's due. He's had 5 good games in a row now, if you include Wales. So credit where it's due.
Credit where it's due, right?
I think one of the problems against Mura was no creativity against. When you've got Skip and Højbjerg in midfield, there's no creativity there, and then you're relying on Sonny or Lucas Moura to, have a bit of individual magic, to get past someone to break down the opposition, and we couldn't break down Mura, let alone Brentford. So that could be where we struggle. I think the creativity again.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Can we turn things to more positive issues, like the fact that the Romero deal's being brought into the Juventus financial debacle?
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Have you not heard the latest on that? So
seriously?
Basically, Atalanta. It was revealed that Atalanta bought him on loan with an option to buy from Genoa in 2019. The same day that deal was finalised was the day that we got him for 47 million.
Oh my God!
So there's a debacle there about whether it was a legitimate transfer, because what Juventus have been accused of doing is tampering with the budgeting book, so they comply with financial fair play.
All right, guys. Paratici is officially
Christmas.
Paratici is officially the Don.
It's Paratici.
No, he's the Don.
No,
in the real life.
He could turn out to be the con.
Yeah,
not the T.
Yeah.
No, he's a con, mate. If you look at Juventus, right, that period that they did well, he wasn't even the director of football. It was Morata.
No, it's Morata. Yeah. He was just a scouting agent, so there was a lot of hanky-panky going there. But why do Levy always pick pick people like that?
Because he's a dodgy bastard.
Because he's dodgy as well.
Well, that's why. You see, they see the similarities between each other, so that's why they group together.
Yeah, game recognizes game.
Yeah.
Eugene, he's what we term a barrow boy.
Birds of a feather flock together.
What Newcastle? Yeah. Oh no, that's Jarrow, not Barrow. Barrow in finesse.
I know recently with all the Juventus thing going around and all that, but for he might be given, this is football. This is about money, right? The rich always do that. They always steal each other's money. So it's just money passing round again. So it's the game that they play. It's a simple thing, right?
The January transfer window's got a lot of things to fix.
That's why I always question our player purchase. Number one, we always buy them at such a high price. Number two is that, are there any kickbacks along the way?
Yeah, well, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, and now with all this Juventus thing coming up, but the Italian league has always been like that, right? They've been influenced by the Dons, right, for so long.
So
And our hearts.
I've got the article in front of me. So this is what it states. Tottenham have been put under the spotlight given their £47 million summer signing of Christian Romero is part of the investigation into the fraud allegations against Juventus, the Mail reports. Romero left Juve for Atalanta for just 13.5 million in the summer, and on the same day he then joined Spurs on an initial season-long loan with the option to buy. He's one of 42 transfers being looked at by Italian police following claims of false accounting at Juve.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
it's going to be some.
No, I understand that, but to tell the truth, it doesn't implicate us at all because it's beyond.
That's the old lady.
Whatever happens at Spurs is Spurs, right? But now with Paratici coming in, maybe that's why everything's allegedly at the moment. With Paratici coming to our club, right? Maybe Levy brought him in to learn some tricks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is a positive side to this, and that's if we do get investigated as a club, with all the fine details and clauses that Daniel Levy puts into player contracts and things, it will take the investigation about 500 years to sift through it all. So we'll be fine.
But remember that scene from The Godfather. I'll have your signature on that contract or your brains.
It struggled with some of our players, though, wasn't it? We haven't got any bloody brains.
When this stream's finished, I'm actually going to go and watch The Godfather because I've not watched it for a long time.
Good, great film.
Yeah,
both parts.
Both parts.
No, there were three. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, 3 wasn't as good. Number 1 and 2 were brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
The part with the dead horse's head is going to remind you of Sanchez defending, isn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be a dead donkey, Kuva, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That was a good comedy series. Drop the Dead Donkey.
Drop the Dead Donkey. Yeah.
That's what we need to do tomorrow night.
You can flog a dead donkey. We can't seem to get rid of Sanchez.
Yeah, we can't seem to drop him.
He's got value.
Yeah.
Transfer value.
I think this conversation's getting a bit pony.
You're right though, Jamie.
I don't get it.
Your voice is getting a bit hoarse, Jamie.
Yeah, no, that would be my next one. Nay, and thrice nay.
I'm watching. I do apologise for the quality of the gags. I'm really sorry.
Why the long face, Jamie?
God, this is bullshit.
The one I've been given.
But guys,
Eugene, not ding dong, clip clop.
And nobody's even mentioned Spurs yet.
Yeah.
No.
Hey.
No.
We're not. If we can't stop talking about it, we just talked about mafia. We're not talking about cowboy movies. That's the life story of.
Although
Levy.
we do have a cowboy as a chairman.
That's what I said. It's the life story of Levy. The lone stranger.
The lone stranger.
Joe Lewis and Daniel Levy star in the remake of Brokeback Mountain.
Oh no!
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh, dear. Levy, if you're listening, right? Allegedly. But guys, okay, back to the game. Tomorrow, Thursday, it's 7:30 GMT, right? PM.
On Amazon Prime.
Okay, on Amazon Prime too. Okay, that means you don't get it on that 7:30. What time is it for us, Jamie? 7:30 GMT 25. 1:30 AM.
5.5 hours from now, whatever time you are there, Eugene. 5.5 hours from now, at the moment. What time is it there where you are? No, tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Yeah, that means
for us to be. What's the time for you now, Eugene?
My time is
now 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
10 o'clock.
PM.
So you're 6 hours in front.
8.
You said 10 o'clock.
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
Oh yeah, so 8 hours in front. So if it's 7, so it'd be 3 a.m.
in the morning. Yeah, 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I'll be trying to sleep at that time.
Yeah, Eugene. I think Eugene will be at work the following day, so I don't think he's going to be watching.
Yeah,
I've got the trifecta. I'm a bit of a gamer. Also, I used to work for London Underground doing all this shift work. That messed up my body clock. And I work. My students are mostly in the evening, so I can't get to sleep. When I'm supposed to be asleep, I can't sleep.
Most probably I'll be asleep. I'll record it down and I'll watch it on my way to work driving. That's I think
don't,
I'll
because
do
it might
it.
be a cause of an accident.
No, it won't be. Right. But let's see how it goes. Maybe I'll sleep early a bit, then catch a bit, and sleep back again. That's usually I can do that too. Right. Guys, we're coming up to the 1 hour 1 hour and 10 minute time. I think today we won't go too long or too far in depth into the game and all that. So because a lot of things at the moment we do not know, it's all speculation. For all you know, the weather turns bad, right? The game gets cancelled again. Let's hope not.
Yeah, we'll start putting the
don't
sprinklers on to frost the pitch up a little bit.
Yeah, you know.
With all that money put into maybe all that money put into the ground, we need to.
No. Levy forgot to pay. Levy forgot to pay the maintenance bill for the undersaw heating, so it's not going to work tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Perhaps we could get all of our games postponed till the January transfer window's open.
Yes, and then we start playing.
Hopefully, COVID puts an end to it.
No, don't talk about COVID. Yeah, COVID is, a lot of countries are going back into lockdown again and all that.
Yeah, we won't be long before we are, to be fair.
Do you know that's been the two best contributors to the club over the last few seasons? It's COVID-19 and VAR.
Yeah.
Thinking of getting shirts with them on the back.
Oh dear.
That
but
could screw up January spending as well. If we go back into lockdown, Levy will say, "Oh, I've got to tighten my purse strings again." No incomings from the stadium. That'll fuck. It's fucked up the Mourinho rebuild, and it'll fuck up the Conte rebuild as well, won't it?
On the other hand, Conte might not be able to leave the country then.
Oh, you get tied down.
Bob,
and the best part is
what that is you've just sent me is fucking disturbing.
What? Who sent you what? Oh, this one. Okay,
that says it all.
Yeah, that says it all. But guys, the game is coming up tomorrow. Deep down inside, we want Spurs to win, don't we? Right. But with the squad we have,
we don't want to hold our breath because it will be the color of my shirt.
Hopefully not. Okay. Any last thoughts? Any last subjects that any of you guys want to talk about?
It's nearly Christmas.
No, it's not. Bar humbug.
Yeah.
Only just hit December.
Okay. Well, I'm just waiting for the Slade record to start playing.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, we've already seen the Coca-Cola advert over here.
Okay.
No, we get Jollibee TV dramas. That the adverts are so emotional. You remember back in the day with the Nescafe when it was following the romance. Well, the Jollibee over here does a similar thing.
Okay. One thing for us in Asia about Christmas, right? It's more of a commercial thing, right? So you get a lot of likes, a lot of things being on sale and all that.
Oh, in the Philippines, the Philippines also being a Catholic country and whatnot. It starts from the Burr months, and then December it goes into high gear. Philippines. I think the English have the best Christmas, and the Philippines have the best spirit of Christmas.
Okay. Yeah. If you had snow, then it would be the best Christmas in the Philippines.
Yeah, it's always weird to have. It's always weird sweating your cods off when you're eating the Christmas dinner.
Well, there's something Josh said earlier. I was going to pick up on again about the possibility if it was Amazon that's doing the naming rights for the ground. Just imagine if we had Amazon doing the All or Nothing series every single season, all season with us.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, it'd be great, wouldn't it?
It'd be like CCTV for Levy.
Eventually, they'd get so relaxed with dealing with things that they would forget the cameras are there, and they'll start saying out the juicy stuff that we want to hear. I mean, it could be amazing.
It'll be like CCTV for us. Not Levy.
Yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't want us called the Amazon Stadium. I'd want us called something like the Prime Arena. Sounds better.
The Amazon Basin.
The Amazon what?
The Amazon Basin.
That's too intellectual.
Oh yeah, all right.
Speaking of CCV, did you see how much Levy's asking Celtic for Cameron Carter-Vickers?
Yeah, 10 million.
That's pulling your pants down time, isn't it? Jesus, 10 million for him.
But is he doing well there?
Yeah, he seems to be doing quite well.
Yeah, that's why Levy wants 10 million, right? So if he's playing every game,
10 million cans of Iron Brew.
That's what Levy wants. Yeah, most probably the deal was for 5, right? But he's doing well. Levy wants 10. That's what Levy does.
Try it on.
Yeah. But guys, I'll go around. Plug a channel. Say what you have to say. Any new topics that you want to talk about? Let me know. Then if you want to discuss, we'll go on. Let's go on with Arthur first.
Sorry, what I missed what you said.
No, Arthur, I'm just saying, where can we find you? And let us know if you have anything else. Last thoughts.
In my living room, watching TV
find
with the cat.
You can usually find me under King Arthur Spur on your show and on Mari's show.
That's good.
I'd like to close this myself by saying, let's all spend some thought on Bob and his position, and for Josh's daughter. Please God that everything works out right.
Yeah. And we have Will in the chats. Hi, Will. We're closing the show soon. Usually I don't do such a long show on the weekdays. Sorry. All right. Will says 10 million is more than Mura's entire squad. CCV is worth more than the whole club.
It's not even that. Yeah. Hugo Lloris, who was 34 years old, who was in his last year of his contract, is worth more than Mura's whole squad.
Yep, that's true. And Johnny, I know you've been very busy recently, right? So when is your next Triple S show?
I don't know, actually. You've given Jens and Rez ideas of grandeur. They were in our group chat the other day. They were asking for the StreamYard link so they can be admins and stuff. They want to start hosting and stuff. So you've created a monster there. So I have to have a word with them and find out when they want to do it. But we usually do Thursdays, but obviously we're playing this Thursday. So it'll probably be Friday night this week, 7:30, Shelfside Spurs show, featuring Rez, Jens, Gaza, Nick, all the usual suspects, and Kev, all the way from Ireland. Josh, are you volunteering to come on as well?
Oh, come on, mate. I'm more than happy to do so.
We'll do the White Hart Lane of Ireland.
I'm more than happy to. You froze.
Mate, I'm trying myself about, mate. If you could catch an STD from Tottenham Hotspur channels, I've got like 2 of
them. Sorry, Johnny, go ahead.
No, that was it. I was done. Yeah, perfect.
Oh. All right.
On to Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
Which way?
On to Josh.
That way.
Josh.
Yeah, so you can find me over at Josh the Tottenham Guy. I'm doing a Football Manager series at the moment where I'm rebuilding Tottenham from the start of this season. That's being rebooted again on Monday. Obviously, I've had to take a little bit of a break, obviously with some personal stuff happening, but that's all sorted out now. We've got the 4 Hotspurs, which I normally do every Friday at 8 p.m, which will not be happening this week, obviously because of personal reasons. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Josh the Tottenham Guy. You can follow me over on Twitter, Josh RG in HD. And obviously, you've got all the fundraiser stuff, which we spoke about at the beginning of the show.
Who was the first player that you put up for sale on your Football Manager? The very first one?
Harry Winks.
He's still there, mind.
Yeah, he's still there because no one fucking wants him.
He's on season 2042.
Winks is a good squad player.
In 2042 he'll be the caretaker.
You offer him out to clubs for like 3 million, and then Levy comes back to you and goes, actually, we won't let him go for anything less than 45. Fuck off.
And Brian Daigle's on his 1,000th trip over.
He's flying first class because of all the points he got.
At this point, Brian Daigle sold up in Canada. He's moved back over.
He owns the airline by now. Daigle. Yeah.
Is anyone playing Brian Daigle Manager 2021? There's some interesting trips across the world in that one.
I would so buy that.
And Coover, what you up to?
Well,
with Dermot, right?
Yeah, I can be found on Tottenham Tantrum Gold with Dermot and Phil Lattis doing the classic old games and trying to get in a bit of interesting content for some people that might not have seen the glory days. We've been featuring the Super Spurs. We've been featuring the early '80s team, trophy winning sides. That's something some of our fans won't have even encountered yet.
Use the
Otherwise,
T word.
sorry.
I said you used the T word.
Oh, trophies, yeah. I learned it the other day, and then I remembered.
What you remember what it actually looked like?
Yeah, that's right.
But, I've got photographs of them.
Yeah.
Those are a different kind of T word, Arthur.
Now.
Yeah. Otherwise,
I've just got that.
Otherwise, I'll be on Irish Hotspur, which is where I pretty much started my Spurs YouTubing the things from. He's been inspiration to a lot of channels.
Big up to David.
I'll be backing up Josh as much as I can on his 24-hour stream on New Year's Day, and his Football Manager playthrough, because it's laugh watching him blunder through stuff.
Yeah, I'm such a novice at it. There's so much going on.
It's brilliant. It's entertaining because of that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to work my way over to Shelfside Spurs, because if they're on again, there's nothing like more of a challenge than trying to derail a show that's already derailed itself. And it's always chaos over there. So.
9:55 p.m. here, at least, so 25 minutes ago. Conte confirms serious Romero injury blow.
Yeah, January. It's January.
The scan is until January.
He said, I don't know, January, February, but for 2021 he has finished to play. We have to wait and recover well.
That means another centre back's needed in January, guys.
Grief.
Maybe that's also the fact that they don't know whether he's going to be yanked back by Juventus. And
no, before we close, of course, Kim, any last thoughts, and how do we find you?
Yeah, sorry, was that Kim?
Yeah, Kingston.
Well, I'm not one for being. I've not got my own channel or anything, but there's some brilliant Spurs channels out there, so I want to big them up. This one particularly, Spurswasion, awesome channel, awesome host. Love you, Eugene. Love you, Jamie. Talk to Kay, Mr. K, and some bloke called Eugene as well. Brilliant channel. Josh, fantastic channel.
Thank you very much.
Tottenham Tantrum. There's fabulous.
Goal.
Johnny, Shelfside Spurs. I had Rez come and visit me last night, so we just spent all night talking random crap about everything, football and blah blah blah. It was a pleasure. Love Rez. I've got to big up the Love Lounge with Mari, and that's one of my very favourite channels. If you ever need to be cheered up, and you want to just laugh, and to hear Mari's atrocious singing is probably the best channel for like a muck around.
The Celso song is still stuck in my head.
Yeah, I know. You never get it out. Honestly, if you can track down the Low Celso song, that almost put me 6 feet under it. It's so funny. And my Paxton people. I love the Spurs YouTube community. Bob Spur, obviously. Tottenham away, Tottenham on tour. We've got such a collection of wicked channels. So love you all.
Yeah. And of course, don't forget, Talk to K is actually on Will Stewart's THFC rants. Okay, all right. And Arthur, you were saying?
I was just going to say, don't forget to buy Brian Dable's new record. It's called called the Canada Levy Hop.
Canada Levy. I thought he's coming out with a Christmas album for him. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today.
All I want for Christmas is your 2 front teeth.
Okay, Jamie. Let me put the guys to the back room while we do our closing. Guys, just hang on for a while at the back room. We're going to have a chat there. All right? See you guys later.
You never asked
right,
me what I
Jamie.
thought the result was going to be against Brentford.
Okay, now I'm asking you now. What's the result going to be for against Brentford?
Okay, I think it's going to be a score draw. But as always, deep down, I want a squeaky win.
All right, squeaky win. For me, I think we'll sneak it through 2-1, something like that. All right, but guys, let's say a big shout out to all the guys in the chats: Will Stewart, Bob Spur, Chris Agamba, Paul Brown, right? If I'm not mistaken, Wayne Bonner is Wayne Bonner. Brian Daigle, that's Brian Daigle's having a good day, right? Ankit from Almighty Blues, and of course Jamie,
Enzo,
thanks.
Paul Brown.
Emzo, yeah, Emzo. Guys, thanks for your support. Right? Any last words before we end the show?
Well, I would like us to be a bit more positive. We can't be unrealistic, but let's be a bit more positive in the run up to Christmas. So we enter the new year with a bit more hope and a little less bitterness, because it's the club we love, not some of the individuals that are making it hard to endure. So let's respect the fact that we're moving into the holiday season, and let's have a bit of cheer, irrespective of what we have to experience with our football team.
Yeah, and for me, it's this last was going to say is Bobby, love is with you, for your family and all right, and of course for Winter, speedy recovery. Hope to see you soon. And before we go, Levy out.